Welcome back. I'm your host, Darnell Jackson. In this crypto report, we're going to be talking about the best DeFi platforms. Okay, there's been a lot of changes. A lot has happened. We're going to do a little bit of recap. I'm going to go over the top DeFi platforms as of today's date. But first, make sure that you subscribe to your favorite channel on YouTube, Darnell Jackson Crypto. Shout out to all the subscribers. All right, now everybody's trying to make passive income. Understand that is the goal of goals. In order to be wealthy, then your money's going to be working. You're not going to be working. All right, so let's make sure that we get the right answer, that we get the best answer to the question. The name of the game isn't to actually make money. The name of the game is to make your money make money. All right. Maybe that's my new tagline for my YouTube channel. All right. So let's just recap a little bit about what's happened in the market. The Dow has been hitting the downward dog yoga form right now. Ever since the 10th, it started to go down. And of course, crypto has followed quickly behind it. You can kind of see up here what Bitcoin, ETH, and Cardano has been doing. So what I like to look at is the crypto fear and greed index, which I have refreshed. And you can see that we are now at a 46. We had been down with a lot of fear in the market. But that fear dissipated much, and it's now up to a less fearful state. All right. I'm going to get into this. This is my favorite tool in terms of when to time the market. Obviously, you want to buy when things are extremely fearful, when there is blood in the streets, as they say, when people are crying because they've lost all their money. That's when you want to pop up and swoop in and get the crypto. All right. What I want to talk about right now is the first platform. Now, I did a video. The first platform that I'm going to talk about. This is very interesting because I did a video back in November talking about THOR Chain Room. I'm your host, Darnell Jackson. And I asked a question, is THOR Chain Room the DeFi gain king? They were offering annual percentage yields of 532%. At the time I did this video, I knew that was insane. I did not know if it was sustainable or not. Well, you're going to see right now what APYs THOR Chain is offering, and that should tell you a lot about these platforms. All right. So here's a few comments on that video. Make sure you check out this video. This is important for context. So as time has passed, what happens when these platforms offer these crazy rates? Well, when I jump over to THOR Chain now, and I'm continuing this conversation, one of the cool things is they have a calculator that you can get to from the thorchain.org website. You're just going to click on THOR Chain LP calculator, and LP is not for liquid propane. It's for liquidity provider, but it can heat things up for you just the same. So on this calculator, we're starting off with $1,000 to invest. I chose the stablecoin BUSD, which is the Binance US dollar stablecoin. And I found that it offered 26% APY. Now that's much different than 532%. Much different. But that's what they're offering today. And that's if you start off with Binance US dollar and you're on Binance. So you can switch it to a few different cryptos here. Let's say you want it to go with ETH. If you want it to go on Ethereum network, and stake ETH, it looks like you're only gonna get a 17% APY. So how things have changed, as they say. However, this is still very popular, THOR Chain, and I would still recommend you to test it out. Again, this is not financial advice. So if you got some money you're not afraid to lose, then why not risk to see if you can make 17%? All right. You could actually make more based on which crypto you use. If you go with the native Asset XRO, then you can get up to 22% APY. I'm going to be talking about what that means. So 22% APY. If I put in $100, now again, I'm thinking in terms of long term. So let's just say you're going to get 22%. You're going to do this for, let's say, 5 years. Okay. And you compound it monthly. Let's see where you're going to end up. That's going to put you, that $100 turns into $297. But what I want you to consider is what happens when all of a sudden you change this to 10 years. Long-term success is really what we're after. So if you earn that same 22% that's compounded monthly, then you're going to make $800 after 10 years. So you could stake that money and then take that money out and then restake it again. You could take half. You only staked $100 to get to 800. So when this matured, wouldn't it make sense to take out maybe double the investment or maybe triple it? You could take 500 out of this and reinvest 300. And if that platform continues, of course, we don't know what the future will be for THOR Chain, but if it can stick and hang on long term, then you can use your imagination to see where you would be. All right. So that's the first platform. I'm still going to keep THOR Chain Rune as one of my top DeFi platforms, even though it doesn't pay 532% APY anymore, which was basically, very unsustainable offer. So let's go to the second platform. The second platform, which is super, super popular right now. A lot of people have been talking about Anchor Protocol. So I'm on app.anchorprotocol.com. You can click on their Earn tab so you can get some quotes. And you can see they pay 19.42% on deposits. And you are going to be using the Terra stablecoin UST. So let's take a look at where you are with 19.42. 19.42. If you stake that for 10 years, you'd only put in $100. Let's just assume you're doing a monthly investment. You put in $100 and you're at $687. And so this is how you're going to solve the problem of wealth. You're going to have to take money out of your pocket today in order to make it grow into much more in the future. How can you do it? Well, trading, you're going to risk all your capital. You're going to have to get passive income somewhere in your portfolio. All right. Anchor Protocol paying almost 20% on a stable coin is an extremely strong offer. Why even risk it? Post in the comments if you've been trading and have you gained 19% with your trades? Many crypto traders they're actually not able to cash out solid earnings. They may have some gains at some point in time, but before you know it, you blink and the market crashes and now you lose your gains. This is the most common thing that happens in crypto. Shout out to all the Cardano investors. Of course, this happened to them when they were in jubilation when the market was up in the $3 range. They just knew it was going to 5 and 8 because everyone told them that. But we saw what happened here. So trading actually is not the strongest route. You need a more conservative, a little bit more, I don't have the best word. You need a very deliberate, intentional strategy to really gain wealth. And just hopping from coin to coin is not going to do it. So let me jump to another of my favorite DeFi platforms. All right. Right now, we're going to go to SpookySwap. All right. Now, why are we going with SpookySwap? Well, we like to fund the platforms that are providing funding to the growing platforms. So this is a DEX for the most popular crypto, which is Phantom. Phantom has been going crazy. Insane returns for Phantom. And the DEX to get access to Phantom is SpookySwap. Well, all DEXs need liquidity. So they're offering you 58% and even more on some of these pairs. 58% on the Phantom Boo pair. So Phantom and the SpookySwap coin is Boo, trading right now at $19. Phantom is about $2. So if you can generate $58, let's look at what this would do for you. Let me double check. That was 58%. I'm just going to put 58%. So let's just see where that puts you in this compound interest calculator. 58% return against 10 years. Can SpookySwap and Phantom stick around for 10 years? Now that remains to be seen. But if they can, now you're getting a check for $28,000. Can SpookySwap pay you that kind of money over 10 years? Obviously, the market will change. Things will change. And as we've seen with THOR Chain, they're offering a much lower APY than they started off with. But still, maybe you can get 5 years out of them before they change. So let's go over here and let's change this to 5 years because they're very, very aggressive. So let's see where that puts you. Maybe you don't got to wait 10 years. If you can get 5 years, you can turn a $100 bill into $1,600. This is why I'm making this video. I want you guys to really understand the power of passive income. All right. And you got to understand the power of a decentralized exchange. So I always like the DEXs because they're actively solving a problem, but they need help. So anytime you can be a part of solving the problem, you really got a chance to make some money. That leads me to my next platform. Many of these are DEXs. My next platform, I can't tell you if this, I can't say this isn't my favorite. I have to tell you, I am a huge fan of PancakeSwap. I just cannot be more impressed with this platform. I understand the team is anonymous, so we don't know who these people are. But I just cannot be more impressed. PancakeSwap is where you have to go to buy all the cryptos that you can't get access to that are on Binance. So there's a huge need that PancakeSwap is filling. And in that, you can help them, and they are rewarding you with huge APYs. This was 50% before. Now, one thing I need to point out, I made videos in the past about PancakeSwap, and the APY was much lower. They are increasing their APY. The auto cake stake is at 62%, which is just beautiful. So let's go over here to 62%. That $100 in 10 years. Is PancakeSwap going to be around in 10 years? If they are, then you can take that $100 at 62% over 10 years, and that same $100 is now $42,000. $100, 62% a year, 10 years, 42 grand. There are a lot of people that be happy to earn $42,000 in a year. You can turn a monthly $100 bill into 42 grand. Now, PancakeSwap has to be around for 10 years and offers 62% rewards to its liquidity providers. So those are, those are definitely two big assumptions. However, the opportunity is there right now. Post in the comments your perspectives on investing in these DEXs. I think that I will put the DEXs above some of these other platforms because their utility is such a need. All right, so let me jump to the next one. I can't tell you this isn't my favorite. I have to tell you, I'm a huge fan of PancakeSwap. This is not financial advice, but this is just me sharing with you how I'm thinking. The next platform, Trader Joe. Once again, we're focused on utility. We're focused on need. This is what money is all about. Wherever there is a great need and a big problem that's being solved, there's going to be money to be made. Avalanche is solving a problem, obviously, because Ethereum has extremely high transaction costs, transaction fees, bloated gas, flatulence network. And so because of that, Avalanche is solving that problem, offering fast transactions, very inexpensive. However, for Avalanche to function, it has a DEX. It's a decentralized exchange called Joe. If you're not up on it, Trader Joe is the DEX for Avalanche. And just like all DEXs, they need liquidity to do their work. And so they're offering to the public extremely competitive rates. So here Joe is offering you 42%. 42%, which is really good. Not as high as PancakeSwap, but still really good. So you have to ask yourself, Uniswap, which is the DEX for Ethereum, you can expect Uniswap to hang around as long as Ethereum is around. So shouldn't you expect Trader Joe to hang around as long as Avalanche is happy? Well, if you had $100 and you put it in, if you deposited it to get 42% a year on Trader Joe, you did that for 10 years, you have a check for $6,000. That's not bad. Now, as you can imagine, you could do that every month. And then when you started collecting your stakes in 10 years, all of a sudden those $100 bills are turning into $6,000 bills, which that is something that you really need in your life. Many people are not where they need to be on their retirement. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get creative to get things back on track. You can't work forever. You cannot work forever. Okay, so now I'm going to jump to my last DeFi platform, which actually pays the highest return, which actually has the most sexiness to it, which actually I have to probably, I love PancakeSwap, but I am definitely right now falling in love with Axie Infinity. You're watching it before your eyes. Why? Well, they start off paying about 99 or 100% APY. Now it's down to 78%. You need to have the Ronin wallet. So I will be doing a follow-up video on Axie staking. You have to create a Ronin wallet, which you got to download from the Google Play Store and set it up. So that's a completely different process, which I want to go through. And then I'm going to document what you got to do it and see exactly what type of rewards that I'll be able to book. But it says 78% here. So let's just take that same example. And let's say you got 78% you're going to make yearly. And I don't know, can Axie stick around for 10 years? You know, right now we're still in a big adoption mode. So we can't say for sure that Axie's going to make it. How could we know? So let's just bring this down. Let's just look at what it would be if Axie was going to be here and popular 10 years from now. Let's see what kind of numbers we'd have in 10 years. Think about this right here. If you're going to get a 78% return and you're going to compound monthly over 10 years, that $100 bill is $191,000. This is the power of compound interest. $100, 78% yearly. You're going to do this for 10 years and you're going to compound monthly. Let's just make sure we got this plugged in right. $191,000. Now, in case you're not agreeing with this, then you can see how it stacks up here, year by year, and where your return is. Okay. Now, post in the comments if you have any staking experience with Axie. Have you tried it? Did you earn anywhere near what they are talking about here? Have you used the Ronin wallet? What is your take? But right now, I'm all about it. I'm really excited about even the chance to do something like this. Many of these platforms have been around for several years. We are now in 2022, and we're starting to get to the point where many of these cryptos have been around for 5 years, 6, 7, 8, 9, and they're getting close to 10 years, right? And before you know it, you'll have platforms that have mature and been out here, and you need to profit. So I want to thank you at this time for checking out this video. And I want to thank everyone for liking this video. If you did not like this video, make sure you share this video with somebody who will. Until the next time, peace.